that by my respect. I put it trigger on my neck. Life check it in the head. I signed for a couple million. You only touch $100,000.
Penny X.
Yeah, I don't be giving up. I know what it's called. I don't be giving up. I say whatever I want. Yeah, I do whatever I want. I counted up money for fun. You know, popping just for fun.
Look, coming live from the 1 out of 5. Coming live from the 3-2 tie. Whole game eastbound and they down just like Daddy McBride. Why I always see your dogs in the city? Think you boys left some soldier behind. Just like the J you boys try to buy. That ain't gon' fly. Nope. I took that one off of the table. October's on as a label. I stay with that on like a tie. I stay with that on like a bagel. I stay with that on like a lightsaber. Shot to my ex, I'm a lightsaber. My Glocky is sit on the night table. You light on the waist like a lightsaber. In Seattle, it's a me and twins. I hate you boy more than I ever did. You rapping my that you never did. My dog in the can like a mandolin. Pretty kid, pretty kid, pretty kid.
I don't be giving up. I know what it's called. I don't be giving up. I say whatever I want. Yeah, I do whatever I want. I counted up money for fun. You know, popping just for fun. All of my took got a gun. Couple of my twists on the run. Couple of my twists on the run. Couple of my twists in the mall. Yeah, cut my twist till a bunch. Cause your money got take like it's lunch. We on the side we punt. Bitch, just leaving the day off the sun. Bitch, about to let you say that son. The same that gets cut.
Yeah, life is the only thing we need. They need me to go, but I don't wanna leave. Rest in peace, little kid. Pigeonhole, I'm a night owl, it's a different mode. I'ma have to make a paint of 6 on a pinky toe. Heard you with a shooting guard, just let it know. I would have you courtside, not the middle row. All good love in a minute though. I can't stress about no cause I'm a timid soul. Plus I'm cooking up ambition on the kitchen stove. Pot start to bubble, see the suds, they good to go. Down suave, but I can't get recalled. Bro, think he John Wayne. I bought him Yellowstones, love the way they hang, babe. The silicone, everybody fake now. You could crack the code, bust down everything. Set in rose gold, dread talking to you like I'm J. Cole. I could tell her head good before I even know. Don't tell me that you model if you ain't been in vogue. Gotta throw a party for my day ones. They ain't in the studio, but they'll lay some. Rest in peace to Drama King. We was straight stunned. Y'all don't like the way I talk. Say something. Gotta throw a party for my day ones. Pull up and you know it's us, the bass jumping. Y'all don't like the way I talk and say something. In my face. Gotta throw a party for my day ones. They ain't in the studio, but they'll lay some. Rest in peace to Drama King. We was straight stunned. If I let my 21 tell it, you spin a block twice like it ain't nowhere to park. Smack the backside of his head.
Is your money safe, secure, and growing? Hi, I'm Stephanie from Merchants Bank, and together, let's build your savings strategy. Maybe you'd like to have a rainy day fund, save for your child's future, or create a long-term savings plan. Or maybe you're just not sure where to start. As your trusted banker, we believe in helping you find the right solution, not just any solution, to make reaching your financial goals easier. Call us or stop in at Merchants Bank. Let's build a plan to reach your dreams together.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage to walls, ceilings, insulation, and other areas. This is Beth with Service Master by Hyatt. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Hyatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Get your vehicle ready for whatever Minnesota weather throws at you next. Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and AAA towing facility. We service all makes and models from full-size diesel trucks to passenger cars. Serving the people of Northfield is our #1 goal. We do that by offering quick repairs, fair prices, and efficient communication from the time you walk in the door to when we hand you your keys back. Go Raiders from all of us at Valley Auto House, located on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And find us at valleyautohouse.net.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Well, good everyone, and welcome to Northfield High School. Northfield Live in a Big 9 showdown here tonight between your Northfield Raiders and the Scarlets of Mankato West High School. Should be a great game between these two teams. They're both on the floor getting warmed up here tonight. The Raiders come in with a record of 9-10 on the season. The Scarlets are on the other side. They're at 14-4. So the Scarlets have the bigger record, and they play a different part of the conference than the Raiders do. But it's a big game for both teams because this game talks a lot about the section play and the section alignments, how things are going to go. Is that the Horse Farm belongs to Liam O'Neill here? Liam, this should be a good game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially when you have one of the best teams in the Big 9 coming into your house and just trying to defend that. We'll see how that goes for the Raiders. Obviously, the Raiders all healthy except for Austin Kepp. He's been out all year, but the Raiders looking to get an upset here as they come in and as the underdogs against the top of the conference Scarlets.
Yeah, so Mankato East, the Cougars are #1. They're ranked 2nd in the state, and then, of course, the Scarlets are ranked 6th They're 7th in the state. They are sitting just around in state rankings anyway, down about 8 or 9 right now. They kind of fell a couple notches. The interesting thing about these two teams, though, is that this is the first time they're playing each other this season. Usually you play each team twice. This is the first meeting between these two teams.
Yeah, no, so that's definitely going to be a big part of the game plan for Matt Christensen. Obviously, when you're in this leg of the season and you've usually seen all these teams before, you kind of already got your pre-scouting report on them in the last game. But, I mean, coming in against this team, you know, obviously we played them in the past, but with the high roster turnover in high school sports, you know, you never know what to expect.
Got a couple of really big matchups here tonight. One is going to be right underneath the net. It's going to be Rauch going up against a couple different players. Chamberlain, who is 6'8" as well, and DeRoos, who is 6'5". He's a senior. DeRoos is fast, but of course Rauch is just big and strong and solid. So you got two things going on down underneath the basket. We talked to Coach Matt Christensen about that before the pregame. Let's take a time out here. Come back with a coach's interview tonight. And your coach's interview is brought to you by your friends over at Hometown Credit Union. So take a break. Come back with head coach Matt Christensen on NorthfieldLive.com.
Is your money safe, secure, and growing? Hi, I'm Stephanie from Merchants Bank. And together, let's build your savings strategy. Maybe you'd like to have a rainy day fund, save for your child's future, or create a long-term savings plan. Or maybe you're just not sure where to start. As your trusted banker, we believe in helping you find the right solution, not just any solution, to make reaching your financial goals easier. Call us or stop in at Merchants Bank. Let's build a plan to reach your dreams together.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Ayat. Hi, this is Beth Ayat. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Ayat will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Start your morning with the KYMN Morning Show. This is Jeff Johnson. Join me each weekday from 6 to 9 a.m. when I talk with local people making news. Rich Larson has the area's most comprehensive and up-to-date newscasts. Weather specialist Bob Matheson will have your forecast. And Tim McNiff joins us for news with a side of sports. Find out what's happening in your community by listening to 95.1 FM, AM 1080, or online at kymnradio.net. KYMN 95 The One.
Starting the home building process is challenging and it can be overwhelming at times. That's why Schmidt Homes has a plethora of 1 to 2-story floor plans to help you get started. Their vast options feature a wide range of square footage, design styles, bedroom, and bathroom count. Their dedicated team will work with you every step of the way to turn your dream home into a reality. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
A health savings account from Community Resource Bank can help you save money on medical expenses when used in conjunction with a qualifying high-deductible health plan. And HSA offers the return of a savings account with the convenience of checking, all while earning a competitive interest rate. Stop by one of our locations or visit crb.bank to learn more. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Northfield High School, Northfield Live, and at the Horse Farm along Liam O'Neill and the Raiders hosting the Scarlets of Mankato West tonight. And Liam, you know, I looked at the schedule. There's only 7 games left of the regular season. We're coming down the close here in a hurry.
Yeah, it's going to be sad not to see these Raiders play anymore, but, you know, they've done a really good job so far this season. You know, they started off kind of rocky. It was looking like they were maybe fighting for a win in 2023, but they managed to pick up a few, and since then they've just really picked it up, getting obviously back to 9-10. So this one to take them back to 500.
Yeah, it's a big game for that and a number of other reasons. We had a chance to talk to head coach Matt Christensen. And tonight's coach's interview is brought to you by your friends over at the Hometown Credit Union, a not-for-profit cooperative owned by its members. Here is head coach Matt Christensen. Well, Coach, here we go. Mankato West Scarlets tonight. This will be a very interesting game. A lot for your future games as well.
Yeah, it's a good challenge tonight. I think we match up well with them. You know, from a personnel style perspective, they're just solid across the board. It's going to be a tough matchup.
So the Scarlets, they're in the other side of the Section 2. You're in Section 1. Do all those games, these last 7 games, mean a lot as for where you're going to be seated?
Yeah, absolutely. And plus, you know, at the end of the day, we just want to be playing our best basketball. You know, past few games, we haven't been playing our best basketball, and we've been working and tweaking stuff and making adjustments. So hoping to see a much better performance and effort tonight.
So what has to happen tonight for you guys to win this game?
Ball movement, sharing the ball, hard cuts. Honestly, it's a lot of energy, effort, and pace. We get a good pace going and good energy going on both ends of the floor. You know, good things happen for us, and we slow down and go too stagnant. Things tend to struggle for us.
Off the bench, you do pretty well. I mean, you shoot some different guys in there. They'll hit some threes here and there and kind of almost pull you out of a slump, if you will.
Yeah, we got a good rotation of guys that are, you know, all very capable. They're all really good, solid players, and guys are ready for their moment and ready to step up.
So when you look at this game, I mean, this is the big game right now tonight, you know, against the Scarlets. When you look down the road, you got 3 teams in Section 1 that you're going to have to play to figure out who's going to get that seed at the end.
Yeah, this would certainly help. You know, they're ranked number 6 or 7 or something like that. That helps us allow their QRF rankings and our record overall. And so, yes, this is a huge game and a huge opportunity for us, and the guys are ready for it.
So what are you guys thinking right now, your boys? You had 7 games left in the regular season. I'm sure you've told them, hey, we're coming down the end here. It's basically get out there and play as hard as you can.
Yeah, I mean, the things that we're doing, the things that we're running, they know. Right now it's about execution, energy, effort, passion, heart. All that's the classic cliche coaching stuff is, you know, that's where we're at in this point in the season. And then also the adjustment side. You know, teams adjust to each other. This will be a little bit unique in that this is the only time we play West, you know, this year. So usually that second go around, you know, you're making tweaks and adjustments. So there'll be a lot of in-game adjustments that are taking place just because even though we see film with each other, that adjustment period within the game will be a big deal.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was your head coach's interview, brought to you by Hometown Credit Union, serving 26 counties in southern Minnesota. They have 2 locations in Owatonna, 1 in Faribault, and 1 in Northfield. So that was your head coach's interview. We're going to cut to a quick ad break. Be back to you on Northfield Live and KYMN with your Raiders boys basketball.
Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Don't let dry eye symptoms continue to get in the way of enjoying what your world has to offer. Although dry eye can be hard to treat and difficult to manage with over-the-counter eye drops, you're not out of options. River Valley Eye Professionals is very pleased to offer the OptiLight Intense Pulse Light Treatment, the first and only FDA-approved light-based treatment for dry eye. We're the only facility in the area with this technology and expertise to perform this amazing treatment. Find out more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
High School, we pledge to show respect for each and other and our opponents. We ask that all fans join us in displaying and practicing positive school spirit without degrading officials or participants and fans from opposing schools. Cheer for your team, not against the opponents.
And now would you please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back to Northfield. We get set for tonight's ball game. We're going to go down the floor here for the announcing of the starting lineups. Your starting lineups tonight are brought to you by your friends over at Ritchie Eye Clinic. If you're interested in improving your vision, schedule a free consultation with Ritchie Eye Clinic, and its first step to getting a clear, good eyesight is the Ritchie Eye Clinic. Now, the starting lineups for the Northfield Raiders and the Mankato West Scarlets.
6'2" junior, number 3, L. Staley. A 6'5" senior, number 23, Mason DeRose. A 6'5" junior, number 24, Kyle Steinke. And a 6'2" senior, number 30, Emmett Olson. And now for your Raiders. A 6'4" sophomore, number 1, Hayden Oakland. A 6'3" senior, number 2, Malcolm Poole. A 6'2" sophomore, number 4, J.T. Krotman. A 6'3" junior, number 23, Zay Mahal. And a 6'8" senior, number 50, Kyan Rauch.
All right, here we go. A Big 9 showdown here tonight. The Mankato West Scarlets coming into the ball game tonight with a record of 14-4, and your Raiders at 9-10 on the season. So it should be a good ball game. It'll be Rauch jumping the ball off here tonight. I'm going to basically against DeRoos, who's the 6'5" junior. They have a senior that's 6'8". We'll see if you can see any playing time here in this as they rotate players in, as they play the Northfield Rouser. Ned the Horse Farm along. Liam O'Neill, here's the opening tip, controlled by the Scarlets of Mankato West. And we are underway here in Northfield. Dimler to Staley. Staley in the corner, shot for 3. That one is no good. Rebounded by, Oakland went down. And it's going to belong to the Scarlets, I believe. as it went off Oakland's hands out of bounds. But Oakland took a kind of a bad fall on the floor there. He popped back up again. So it'll be Staley to Dimler to get this thing going. Feed pass right in the lane. Jump shot. That one's short. The Scarlets get the rebound, though. Shot for 3. That one's no good. They get the rebound again. Another offensive board for the Scarlets as they work around the outer perimeter to the top. That was knocked away by the Raiders. Coming down as Poole, and he'll hold things up. So big turnover by the Scarlets as the Raiders take control here. The billboard, Rauch with it, dumping it off. Gets it inside to Oakland, takes the glass too hard. Rebound comes out of bounds and belongs to the Scarlets. So no score here, just underway. Liam O'Neill, Ned the horse farmer here. And things are going up and down the court pretty quickly here. As it'll be Olsen with it to Steinke. Around the horn, they go to the far corner down to Dimler. Staley in the glass, that one up, and that one's good. So the Scarlets draw first blood here. It'll be Oakland with it. Dropping it off to Poole. Groutman for the Raiders, working themselves around. The Scarlets in a man-man defense. In the paint is Poole. Dumps it back out to Rauch, back to Poole. Shooting things around. Shot clock down to 9 here. Trying to feed into Rauch. 5 seconds, 4. Shot for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Rauch. Kicks it back out in the paint. That one's up and no good. Second shot is Oakland, kicks it back out to Poole. Oh, that one's off the back of the arm. The Raiders get the offensive boards again. Oakland with a backwards layup and needs foul to goal line.
Yeah, both of these teams have just been struggling with the defensive rebounds. Just so many second chance opportunities. I think that was 4 for the Raiders there, and I think 4 for the Scarlets as well on that opening possession.
Yeah, I know, and we're at the line here. First foul of the ball game is against Steinke. Shot by Oakland, short. Hits the front of the iron.
Yeah, you know, it's so interesting to see Landon Dimler. He was the one jumping it, but he's playing guard today. He's 6'6". He was guarding Caden Oakland right after. So, I mean, if I'm the Raiders, I'm looking in for Kyan Rauch, trying to find him in the paint.
I had a conversation with Coach Christensen about Rauch. I mean, he's 6'8" and takes up a lot of space down there. You just got to get him to, if he can get hot, the Raiders going to have a great night. Long shot for 3 by the Scarlets, no good. Rebound comes down, the Scarlets get it back. Staley with it, makes a man miss, then throws it away to the inside. Raiders take it away, 3-on-2 break. Inside they go, and up against the glass, in for 2. Mahal gets the first 2 points for the Raiders. All knotted up at 2 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard here in Northfield on NorthfieldLive.com. Scarlets with a dumping on the give and go over to Olsen. Steinke ripping around the outside perimeter. Raiders shifting. Back over to Staley. To the top of the key again to Steinke. Shot for 3. That was no good. Rebounded by the Raiders and Mahal. They'll come back up and reset. Back and forth these two teams are going to go here tonight. Shot from the free throw line. That one just short. Nice by Rauch. Can't get the rebound. Trying to get the touch shot to go back and just a little too hard.
And, you know, both teams have been looking for that three-pointer, and just no one's been able to hit it so far. I think each team probably has about 3 three-point tries each. Now the turnaround jumper by Kyle Stanky finds the center of the rim.
Yeah, nice hook shot there.
As now Isaac Crum looks to sub in for the Raiders. We'll see who he comes out for in a second.
So it'll be Poole to Oakland. And the ever go to Rauch against the glass. Too hard again. Rauch right against the glass, just rolls off the top. And they'll shift things around. Dimler with it for the Scarlets. In the paint, kicks it back out. Driving in is Steinke. Shot up and in for 2. Steinke's got 6. He's got all the points so far for the Scarlets. And here come the Raiders. Oakland with it. Free throw line, looking inside, floats it up. That one won't go, just rims out. And the Raiders having a tough time finding the bottom of the net right now.
And that's kind of been a thing for the Raiders so far, is just not being able to put it in. Kyan Rauch, too, he's been on a bit of a cold streak these past 2 games. He's just struggled to find the right amount of oomph to put on those shots. As now once again Steinke with the ball. Spinning in, he'll fall over.
That one's knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to the Scarlets, but good block there by Rauch, and I think he's going to catch some air. Nope. Yes, he's going to come out as well. So Crum comes in and Lippert comes on. And sitting down will be Mahal. And it'll be the Scarlets inbound the ball and throwing basket. It's going to be Dimmler with it. 6-2 is your current score on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. 13:48 to go in this first half. Shot for two for the line, for the baseline. I'm in for two. Dimmler's on the board for the Scarlets. Lippert zipping it back out. Whoa, the ill-advised pass. I think Poole was going the other direction. Oakland thought he was going towards the center line, and that one goes out of bounds. So 8-2 is the score here. Scarlets on the top. Top to go to Staley. He lost a pass over to Dimmler. He lost the handle, got it back. Now working the near side. Just outside the paint. That shot is up and in for two. Just a touch shot there. Steinke again. He's got 8. 10-2 now. The Scarlets. Poole to bring it up for the Raiders. Looking for a screen. Down the baseline to Lippert. He'll come over the top. Dumps it off to Oakland. Back to Lippert. They'll work the outside perimeter. Shot for three. That one's just a little too long. And the rebound comes down to the Scarlets.
And if you're the Raiders, that's not the shot that you need right there. It's wide open now. Is number 23. That was Mason DeRose under the basket. Looks like just a lack of coverage on him, but the Raiders just taking some bad shots so far. They've left a lot of the shot clock still on.
Crum with it for the Raiders. Dump it to Oakland. Down the baseline against the glass. Goes in. He'll go to the line. So Oakland gets to 2. He'll go for the line for the extra here. And we'll see the fouls against. Dimmler his first. Second team foul for the Scarlets. Rauch coming back into the ball game, as well as Mahal. As Groutman will sit down.
And Caden Oakland 0 for 2 so far on free throws. We'll see if he can put this one in. It's on the way, and it's in.
There we go.
There you go.
Oakland has 3, 12-5 the current score. Scarlets bring it up, backcourt, Dimmler with it. Dimmler going to the left-hand side, dropping it off. It's the corner over here. Back outside, that ball knocked away. It'll be over and back once they touch it. It'll belong to the Raiders. So turnover by the Scarlets. And to put some players in the lineup here. That's O'Connor is number 4. So it'll be the Raiders inbound the ball. Lippert gets it in. Back to Mahal in the backcourt. Dribbles to his right, looking for the inside man. Got Rauch. Come on, Rauch, turn around, jump shot against the glass. That one over too hard again. Just rolls off. He's got the move. He just a little too hard. Shot for 3, way outside. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to the Scarlets and tied up. And they'll have a jump ball. Possession arrow still belongs to the Raiders. So the Raiders get the ball back here.
I think Staley barely got off the ground on that jump shot. He looks like he just kind of put it up there.
Yeah, just laid it up. Little touch shot. So we go back to live action. Mahal with it for the Raiders. To Rauch, top of the free throw line. We got a whistle, a push off on behind here. And that's against the Scarlets.
Well, the number 1, Sartell, his first. Team's third.
Have your
go ahead. Try to
Yep.
see who number 1 is.
Oh, yeah, that's Sartell. Have your Kyan Rauch, he's hasn't been shooting the best, but it's that turnover there by the Raiders. But you just got to keep that confidence. You know, when you're one of the top scorers, just because you're not finding the basket doesn't mean that your team can afford to have you stop shooting. It is now turned back over to the Scarlets. The jump shot is on the way. Or Sartell, that's no good. The
Raiders had it. Rauch is so strong, he darn near knocked him out of bounds. Rauch got that rebound, just threw it right to Staley. Staley up the glass and in.
That was a great move by Staley, just finding that little up and under. I mean, when you got Kyan Rauch guarding you, you got to do some acrobatics to get it around him.
Yeah, certainly. Mahal with it. Top of the key to Crum. Back to Mahal. That one's stolen away, just floated out there. And it's one-on-one to the glass and in for the Scarlets. Stanky again. He's got 10. Far side is Mahal with it. Looking for the screen. Looking for another screen. Got that one. Now dumps it back to Rauch. Rauch against the glass. That one goes.
It's definitely an icebreaker if you're Kai and Rauch, just finally being able to
just coast
get
in
one
there.
in.
Yep. Shot for 3. That one is good. Oh, my. The Scarlets drill a 4. O'Connor. 19-7 all of a sudden. We talked to Christensen about this before when you're playing Mankato East or Mankato West. Ooh, long shot by Crum. That was off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound comes down to Scarlets. When you talk about these two teams, 2 points become 10 points in a hurry if you're not getting the shots you want. And here's another example. Steinke gets 3 more. 22-7. Timeout on the floor on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. 9:51 to go. We have a timeout. We'll be back with Northfield Live right after this.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
Welcome back to Northfield, where the Raiders trail this one 22-7. 9:51 to go. The Scarlets just hit a 3. That was Steinke. We were just talking about. He's got 13 points here in the first half already. So let's see if the Raiders can try and bounce back here. Upton's going to be coming into the ball game for the Raiders here in just a second, as he's going to sub in. No, not yet. So it'll be Oakland to bring it up. Oakland and Poole out there. We need Oakland or somebody to get hot here, hit some threes. Dump on the give and go. Lippert. Lippert had some injuries early in the season, but back on the floor. Over to Groutman, cross court to Lippert. Dumped inside to Rauch. That was knocked out of bounds. It belonged to the Raiders, though. They'll inbound underneath their own basket with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. That was a feed pass to Rauch, and they're going to take him out of the game. Give him a little air.
And, you know, we saw this same sort of situation in the last game against, I believe it was Rochester Mayo. Yeah. Yep. I mean, you're down by a lot, and, you know, your bench unit coming in helping you out. Obviously, Tyler Hupton, part of that, we'll see if he can contribute.
Oakland shot just off the rim. Here come the Scarlets. Coming down quickly, setting things up. That's Sartell with it. To the far side to Dimmler. They work it around. And it'll be O'Connor with it for the Scarlets. Raiders just swinging big underneath. They go, and the feed pass knocked away again. Still knocked away. Good job by Groutman. And the Raiders come away with it. Far side they go. Oakland, top of the key. Dribbles in the paint, takes a shot off the glass. That was good.
Yeah, JT Groutman, he's one of those great hustle players for the Raiders. That's really where he's finding his minutes, is in his great hustle. He's a very underrated offensive rebounder. As now Caden Oakland is called on the foul, so it'll be 2 shots coming up for Landon Dimmler.
Yeah, Dimmler just put the moves in the paint and just kind of almost like a hook shot over the top. So Dimmler will have 2 to shoot here. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk about the sections, how that all kind of looks for both Mankato East, Mankato West in Section 2, Class 3A. And then, of course, for the Raiders in Section 1, Class 3A. First year for the Raiders back down in Class 3A. So they have a chance to see what they can do. That's a shot. In it goes for Dimmler. 23-19, go ahead.
Yeah, if you're the Raiders, I mean, you gotta find your guy who's that punch guy. For the Raiders last game, that was definitely their whole bench unit, but I mean, you're already down by 14. If you don't get something started really quick, I mean, you're going to be out of this game really fast.
They got to get some decent setup shots here. The Scarlets are covered them pretty tightly. Need to get someone to come swinging open. So it's Poole with it. Dump it off to Groutman. Back to the top of the key to Lippert. Lippert, 5 seconds of the shot clock. Ball gets away. And this one is going to be an over and back. And we turned over to the Scarlets. 23-19, 8:05 to go here, first half on NorthfieldLive.com.
Now the Raiders have just been struggling to find their shot and then just kind of rushing it too. They've left a lot of time on the shot clock, just taking bad shots way too early when you can work it around and try to find a better one.
Yeah, they got a few. A few of those shots are just rolling off. They're there, but they're just not going to fall. Staley with it. Dumps it off to the far corner. Gets it over to Sartell. Back to Staley, deep side. Back to the top of the key. They work it around. The outer perimeter. Feed pass inside. That one's knocked away by the Raiders. Double coverage inside, and they'll take it away. Oakland with it for the Raiders. Going up against Staley. Zipping it on over to Upton. Feed pass right inside to Mahal. And working against the glass, and it will not go over the goal line. Nice job inside. Mahal just struggling to try and get it to the rim. And he'll draw the foul there.
That was great by Mahal, just trying to keep getting that pressure. That's one thing. The Raiders haven't gotten the ball inside a lot. And especially with Kyan Rauch sitting on the bench, that's going to be hard to get as Mahal makes that first one. But, just keeping the ball inside, and especially on these mismatches when Dimmler, the 6'6" guy, is playing on a guard, you got to get it into your bigger guys.
Yeah, well, you got to work. The coach said you got to snap that ball around, move it around, keep control of it. So we come back to live action here. As the Scarlets doing the give and go, dropping things off. Somebody new in the ball game here, number 12 in the ball game, and that is going to be Majors. Ball comes loose. Scarlets get it back, and they'll reset. Far shot for three. That one is no good. Rebound comes down to the Raiders. And they'll come down quickly the other way with it. Crum with it, dropping off to Mahal. Mahal. Ball comes loose. Here comes the Scarlets back the other way. 23-11. Raiders trying to chip away at this lead. That ball's knocked out of bounds. And no foul there. Crum just kind of stayed with them. And it'll be the Scarlets and Olsen to inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Coming up tomorrow night now, we'll have the first round of section girls hockey as the Raiders take on Austin at home. Quick inside pass right against the glass, and we'll have a timeout by the Raiders on that quick shot there. And we'll be back in 1 minute on NorthfieldLive.com.
Is your money safe, secure, and growing? Hi, I'm Stephanie from Merchants Bank, and together, let's build your savings strategy. Maybe you'd like to have a rainy day fund, save for your child's future, or create a long-term savings plan. Or maybe you're just not sure where to start. As your trusted banker, we believe in helping you find the right solution, not just any solution, to make reaching your financial goals easier. Call us or stop in at Merchants Bank. Let's build a plan to reach your dreams together.
The Quarterback Club of Northfield knows just how hard the student-athletes work each and every sports season and would like to wish all of the Raiders athletic teams the best of luck this year. After practice is over or before the big game, stop into the Quarterback Club and grab their roasted chicken, tender baby back ribs, or famous broiled burgers. Short on time? Call ahead and they will have it ready for you to carry out. They serve lunch and dinner. So no matter your busy schedule, the Quarterback Club has something for you. Good luck, Raiders, and we'll see you after the game. The Quarterback Club, off Highway 3 in Northfield.
Welcome back to Northfield and Northfield Live here as the Raiders trail this one 25-11. 6:52 to go on the clock here in the first half on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders trying to put some things together here as so far the Scarlets have been able to run with the ball and hit a couple threes. The Raiders have yet to hit a three yet tonight. So they need to get that. Oakland drives in against the glass, knocked away. Had an open hole there, but just got the ball knocked away. Scarlets come back the other way with it. Staley dumping it off to the far corner, getting it back over to Dimmler. Around the horn they go, inside. Dumping it off to Steinke. Long shot for three. That one, no good. Rebound comes down to the Raiders. Groutman has it. He'll come out with it. Give it to Poole, and away we go. Raiders trying to stay with him. Float shot there by Poole, no good, and they'll come back the other way. Raiders trying almost anything to get something to drop here. Staley against the glass. That one's no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Raiders. Hit the bottom of the backboard. And Rauch's going to come back in the ball game. Now, if they can just find a way to set up Crum and Rauch, you get some height in there. You get some points on the board.
Yeah, especially since their biggest guy hasn't been in all game. Kaylor Chamberlain, the 6'8 guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to kind of expose that, especially with the second tallest player guarding Caden Oakland.
Crum with it for the Raiders. Around the horn they go. Poole to the near side to Upton. Back to Poole. He'll dribble in. Drops it to Rauch against the glass. And that one, too hard against the back of the iron again. So he just floated it up there, but hit the back of the iron. Here comes the Scarlets now in the lane. Ooh, got by. There's a travel right there. They got by with that one. That one is going to go in.
That one,
Dimmler, that one just kind of sat there and bounced around for a while.
Yeah, that one hit about every inch of the rim. That one by Oakland just too strong, too off the back of the iron.
They're hitting the rim with this. They're not going. Scarlets with the ball in the lane against the glass. That was no good. Rebound comes down to the Scarlets. They get the offensive boards and go to the far corner. It's Dimmler with it for the Scarlets. Raiders trying to trap him over there. Steinke gets that back out of there, and they'll reset. Top of the key they go. DeRoos inside, dribbles the lane. That one is traveling. So they turned over on the traveling call. 27-11 here. Scarlets on top. As Upton will come out.
Yeah, the Raiders just haven't found that guy so far who can score for them. Just all of these shots just not dropping. And, you know, it's tough to see that, especially against such a good opponent, that this is the night where that happens. But
there they got inside the rock. Oh, knocked away. They tried to feed him, and it was knocked away. Coming in through, knocked away Steinke. And they'll set up. Decide to Staley. Back out around the horn. Long shot for three. Oh, my. Dimmler hits a long NBA three. And it's 30-11. 19-point lead for the Scarlets. Outside they go to Oakland. Oakland now gets inside to Rauch against the glass. That one's good. So I was going to tell you about Rauch. They've been working on his short game and trying to keep him from having to dribble the ball, but just basically making the moves to the hoop. Shot. Right in. Floats it. Is Dimmler.
And Rauch's been having a pretty good game so far. Obviously just missing a couple shots, but he does have really good inside moves as that shot is missed by Poole.
Yeah, Poole sent that one up. That one was long off the back of the iron. Shot for three by the Scarlets. Ooh. Rebound comes down to Crum. Oh, nearly knocked away. Now you have a 3-on-2 break here. You can figure it out. Oakland back to Crum. Near side they go to Mahal. Ball's knocked away, but he gets it back. On the baseline is Mahal. Going across the front of the lane. No shot, no good. Tried to dump it up over top of Staley. And Staley now is coming the other way. Up and that one's no good. Rebound comes back to Mahal. They go back and forth. Mahal goes down the lane. Stops. Dumping it off. Crum lost a handle on it, and the Scarlets steal it away. 32-13, your current score. 3:01 to go on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. First half here in Northfield. Shot for three. Sails it long. That one hit the backboard, not even close. Ball knocked away, and the Raiders, someone's going to come out of it. The ref doesn't even know. They don't know. They're looking at each other, and it should be Raider ball. No, they're going to give it to the Scarlets. Well, I had a 50-50 shot at it, and I got it wrong.
Yeah. There's a whole mess of bodies over in the corner, and you know, a lot of these guys got to be tired too, especially after that bit of cardio they just did down and up, down and up.
DiMazzo coming into the ball game. Trying to get some more fresh legs in here. 2:46 to go before half. 32-13 in favor of the Scarlets. They'll inbound.
I'm counting 4 Raiders right now. Tyler Upton's still supposed to be in the game as...
Oh, hit the backboard. Got Groutman right in the snooter. Oh, it came off the backboard. So now you got Upton in the ball game. So now we're back to 5. DiMazzo seeing some play time here now. Ooh, Oakland. These guys got to keep it together here. They can't get down too far. They start to come apart a little bit. Groutman dribbling, drops it off to Upton. Over to Lippert in the lane, jumps it. And looking for a turnaround jumper, kicks it back out. Groutman round the horn on the far side. Lippert, and back to Oakland. He drives the lane, 12 seconds on the shot clock against the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to these Scarlets. It's been the story the entire half. The ball's there, but it just will not fall. In the meantime, the Scarlets, here comes all alone. Lippert, got it.
That's a good break for the Raiders. Just a big scoring drought by both of these teams. Now the Raiders will get the ball back.
32-15.
Then it was number 24, Stanky, kind of walked away with a limp there, but
well, he got tied up with Damazzo. Ooh. Oh, that was close. Upton, we almost had an over and back there. Upton just got there in time. Gets it back over to Lippert. Lippert comes to the near side to Oakland. Looking inside, dumps it off to Groutman. Breaking towards the basket is Damazzo. He comes back out again. Round the horn to go. Now they get Damazzo down the baseline. Feed pass inside. Back out. And there's Oakland for two. Too hard again. And the ball is just sailing on the Raiders. 32-15, 1:21 to go in this first half on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. And it's been all Scarlets here. And all of it coming, well, Steinke has 13 of their 32 points. Turnaround jumper here. That was blocked by Damazzo. 2-on-2 break here for the Raiders. Oakland behind his back in the lane. Feed pass across the front, and they give it away again. 55 seconds. Here come the Scarlets down the floor. Shot off the baseline. Good. Dilmer has 12 now. Trails Steinke by 1. And it's the Raiders and Lippert to bring it up. Lippert drops it off to Groutman. Looking down the lane. Kicks it out. There's a shot for 3. Get in there. Raiders can't buy a basket right now. 34-15 though. Their defense is hanging in there. 26 seconds, and we'll see if the shot clock is equal, so there's nothing for them to worry about here except the last shot. 19 seconds in the lane, and turnaround jumper. That one is good.
That's a tough bucket for Demler, as he's had a few really good shots to keep the Raiders down.
Oakland, turnaround jumper in the lane. That one goes. Oakland sails one in at the buzzer here. And we go to halftime. The Raiders trailing this one 36-17. We'll take a timeout and come back, give you some of these stats from the first half on NorthfieldLive.com.
As the year comes to a close, we begin to reflect on all we've done throughout the year, and we're looking forward to all this new year has to bring. At Northfield Retirement Community, we are proud of the work we've done supporting our residents, staff, family, and friends throughout the year. We'd like to wish everyone a very happy and prosperous new year. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Starting the home building process is challenging and it can be overwhelming at times. That's why Schmidt Homes has a plethora of 1 to 2 story floor plans to help you get started. Their vast options feature a wide range of square footage, design styles, bedroom, and bathroom count. Their dedicated team will work with you every step of the way to turn your dream home into a reality. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
The Witt Brothers Winterization Special is here. For just $30, stop in and get your antifreeze, battery, and tires checked to ensure they're ready to face the Minnesota cold. Make sure your battery has the cranking amps to keep your remote start working even on the coldest of days. Stop by Witt Brothers and take advantage of their $30 Winterization Special today. For all your automotive maintenance and repair needs, drive to Witt Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Get your vehicle ready for whatever Minnesota weather throws at you next. Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and AAA towing facility. We service all makes and models from full-size diesel trucks to passenger cars. Serving the people of Northfield is our #1 goal. We do that by offering quick repairs, fair prices, and efficient communication from the time you walk in the door to when we hand you your keys back. Go Raiders! From all of us at Valley Auto House, located on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. And find us at valleyautohouse.net.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Welcome back to Northfield, where we are at the half. 36-17, the Scarlets on top here. The Scarlets' big run here in the first half. The Raiders can't seem to get the ball to fall, and the Scarlets are just kind of floating it in. So that's why we're sitting where we're at right now at halftime. Ned the Horse Farmer, Liam O'Neill, and the rest of our crew, Joey Hudson and Lance Reister, giving you the game tonight on NorthfieldLive.com. And, you know, Liam, we've been watching it. It's like the ball's there. It just rolls off or trims out or just will not go down.
Yeah, you know, obviously there's going to be some of those tough nights where it's just not falling, but I think, you know, it's to the point where you got to kind of blame the shot selection too. You just got to get some better shots. I mean, you can't be missing all of these, especially as a varsity team. I know some of these have got to be falling, but it's just been such a tough night for that, and especially when you keep missing those shots and, you know, giving up a lot of second chance opportunities too to the Scarlets. That's really what's gotten them down. They've kept it a bit better after the first like 9-ish minutes, but
yeah, Steinke's leading all the scores. So well, I'll check that now. Dimmler took over as leading the scores with 14, and Steinke has 13. Between those two, they represent nearly all the points for the Scarlets here tonight. Staley has 2, O'Connor has 3, and DeRoos, I don't know if I'm DeRoos or DeRoos, I'm saying it right or wrong, I don't know. Only 3. Raiders, this is the tail of the basket here. Oakland only has 7. Lippert only has 2. Mahal only 4, and Rauch has 4 points. And that's all the scoring you have for the Raiders here in this first half.
Yeah, I know, especially Stanky. All of his points came in the first 8 minutes for the Scarlets, and I mean, that's just ridiculous, but it's good that the Raiders were able to kind of clamp down on him, but then conversely on that, then you got to be able to clamp down on Staley and kind of stop the 2 main scorers from getting it. I mean, they make up almost all of the points for the Scarlets, and you got to be able to recognize that and say, hey, maybe let's put a bit more pressure on them. Hey, maybe let's not help on these guys, and I think that's definitely going to be some of the second half changes that we see from Matt Christensen.
Yeah, well, the Raiders have not hit a single field goal here yet tonight, while the Scarlets have hit 4. So that's kind of there's 12 points right there you can take off the board if we hit some of these threes. But hey, let's take a timeout, come back. We're going to talk a little about the section lineups here, as there's only 7 games left of the regular season. Back in a couple minutes on NorthfieldLive.com.
Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Thinking of buying or selling your home? Don't go at it alone. Did you know there are nearly over 200 steps to the real estate process? 200 things to consider, be aware of, 200 things that could impede your ability to buy or sell or compromise the actual closing day. Alas, have no fear. You can contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group anytime to answer all of your real estate questions. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
Getting glasses that fit right and look good doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we work with you to provide you with great-looking frames and the best corrective lens options available within a cost range you're comfortable with. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will make sure your glasses fulfill your unique needs every time. We don't just sell glasses, we shape them to you and your lifestyle. Find out how we can help you see more clearly at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage to walls, ceilings, insulation, and other areas. This is Beth with Service Master by IAT. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by IAT today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
This ball is crushed. All Major League Baseball spring training camps are in full swing, and that means Northfield Youth Baseball registration is open. Enjoy watching your kids on a baseball field this summer. And for those interested in travel baseball leagues, register them now at northfieldyouthbaseball.com. Yes, we know there's still snow on the ground, but for kids ages 10 to 15 years old and interested in travel baseball, you must register before March 12th to get your child's name on the list for tryouts. Visit northfieldyouthbaseball.com and click on the travel registration link before March 12th for Northfield Youth Travel Baseball.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Welcome back to Northfield as we start the second half. The Scarlets with a 19-point lead as they take the floor here. They'll have the rock, and the Raiders will need to come up with some kind of offensive scheme here somehow to get some points on the board. And it'll be the Scarlets to put this into play. And are you going to take it, Liam?
I can.
So Liam O'Neill going to take over play-by-play here second half.
As now out, that's Staley with it. He'll give it back over to Dimmler. Going back around, they'll find out wide. Vilt now with it is Stanky. Stanky off the backboard. That's no good. Malcolm Poole now taking the ball up the far side of the court. Poole looking in, gets a screen from Rauch, kicks it out over to Mahal. Mahal now with it. He'll look for another screen from Rauch. That screen will be unsuccessful. They'll swing it back over. Groutman back to Mahal, over to Oakland. Oakland going to his right, back to Mahal. Mahal to his left. Pump fakes. Can't find his shot as it's ripped away by the Scarlets. Stanky taking it away. Now Olsen Looks like a long three coming for Staley, and it's good. L. Staley on the long three-pointer. He finds the hoop is now Kyan Rauch back out to Malcolm Poole. Driving in, floater is up, no good. That one's rebounded by Dimmler. Dimmler now with it, will find Staley. Staley back to Dimmler. Back over on the three-point shot. That's Olsen. That one is no good. That one will go out of bounds. A little collision between Kyan Rauch.
Yeah, they're kind of racing for the ball, but Steinke nearly got to it. Rauch was just kind of going to block it to try to throw it back in, but the Raiders will take the ball here. And back to what we were talking about at halftime. The Raiders just need to get some decent shots here.
There's now Groutman with it. He'll look for Malcolm Poole coming around on the handoff. Over to Caden Oakland, driving to his left in the paint. Caden Oakland turn around, finds Malcolm Poole. He'll find it off the backboard and in. That's Malcolm Poole.
Yeah, that was a nice pass there. I mean, he saw Poole underneath, and rather than take it himself, he dumped it underneath, and Poole wide open under the glass.
That's now over to DeRose. DeRose finds Steinke. Steinke will find Dimmler in the paint. Dimmler turns around. Instead finds Staley. Staley three-pointer is no good off back of the iron. Rebounded by the Raiders. Mahal with it. 5-on-4. Mahal into Poole. That's stolen away. That one is Emmett Olsen on the steal. He'll find Staley in the corner. Staley three-pointer is good. L. Staley on that corner three-pointer.
Yeah, I think at this point the Scarlets can start cranking up threes because they're playing really relaxed basketball. They're just chasing them. The Raiders just trying to chase them here, and the pressure's on the Raiders to try to perform, and the Scarlets just kind of just relaxing playing ball here.
As they're up by 23 points, is now JT Groutman with a three-pointer. That one sails long, finds nothing but air. Rebounded by Staley. Staley, look out for Olsen, or DeRose, sorry. Now over is Steinke with a three-pointer. That's rims out, but Staley will get that offensive rebound and put it right back in for the Scarlets. It's now Malcolm Poole trying to take it down. He'll find JT Groutman off the screen by Rauch. Over to Poole, pump fake, going left, finds Rauch, back out to Poole. Poole three-pointer is no good. Off the front of the iron. Now racing back down is the Scarlets, and Staley with a transition three-pointer, no good. Off the back of the iron, rebounded by Caden Oakland. Oakland on his left side, driving into the paint, going to the hoop, way up in the air, caught by Groutman. Groutman tries to look in for Oakland. That one's stolen away.
Yeah, he tried to force that pass. Scarlets. There were three Scarlets down there. He tried to force it through all three of them. Now we're going to get a foul here against Rauch.
Yeah, that's one part of JT Groutman's game that I really love is he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. And unfortunately, coming there, but I think he's a very good player and a really good glue guy, so to say, for the Raiders. Is now coming in for the Raiders is Isaac Crum, Simon Lippert, and Tyler Upton.
Yeah, there's turn-on jumper there. The Raiders just seem to be kind of on their heels here, trying to just stay with the Scarlets at this point.
As the Raiders just can't find a rebound as that shot is up. That's no good by O'Connor. Raiders finally get the rebound. So they'll go back down the court. Oakland finds Crum, wide open three-pointer, no good. Off the back of the iron, the Scarlets will just let that one roll out of bounds. There was no Raiders there to get that rebound. Now O'Connor to take it out. I think it'll be
have a timeout here. I think
I'll see you.
Someone called a timeout here.
I think there's some confusion, but
well, I think the referee called a timeout of some type or another. Anyway, we got a timeout on the floor. 44-19, the Scarlets on top here. 13:49 to play in this one. You Heritage Bank scoreboard back in 30 on NorthfieldLive.com.
Quarterback Club of Northfield knows just how hard the student athletes work each and every sports season and would like to wish all of the Raiders athletic teams the best of luck this year. After practice is over or before the big game, stop into the Quarterback Club and grab their roasted chicken, tender baby back ribs, or famous broiled burgers. Short on time? Call ahead and they will have it ready for you to carry out. They serve lunch and dinner, so no matter your busy schedule, the Quarterback Club has something for you. Good luck, Raiders, and we'll see you after the game. The Quarterback Club, off Highway 3 in North.
Welcome back to NorthfieldLive.com. Raiders down 44-19. Your Heritage Bank scoreboard, 13:49 to go. The Raiders looking to somehow claw their way back in to this game, as it's going to be a tall task.
Well, they're looking pretty dejected on the sidelines already. They're kind of like, man, oh man, how we get this one kind of got away from them. They need to have some threes hit here right now. The Scarlets are just playing relaxed basketball. You're going to see a whole lot of different players here in the next 10 minutes or so if this continues the way it is now.
As now looking to throw the ball in is Calvin O'Connor. So Raiders now implementing a little man press full court. Caden Oakland will be guarding the ball handler, Dimmler. Dimmler looks around and finds Olsen. Olsen in. He'll find that shot. Nothing but backboard, but rebounded by Mason DeRose, and he will get that one in. As now Caden Oakland with the ball driving into the paint. Out to Malcolm Poole. He'll look to reset at the top of the key. Screen by Crum. Poole looking for Crum. Nothing. Just can't find him.
Went right between his legs.
Yeah, it was
the pass went. It was just he kind of dropped the pass in there. Went right between Crum's legs. He said,
As that's another unfortunate turnover for the Raiders, as once again Dimmler looks to take it down. As Dimmler over O'Connor, down to DeRose. DeRose with the ball in the paint, turnaround, looking for the shot, can't find it, but instead finds Dimmler, and Dimmler will get the layup. They'll go up 48-19, 29-point lead. Your Heritage Bank scoreboard, Malcolm Poole. Now the ball for the Raiders. He'll pick up his dribble, swing it over to Tyler Upton. Upton over to Lippert, over to Oakland, driving into his left. Oakland off the glass, no good. That one rims out. DeRose running it for the Scarlets down in the paint. Now Upton, no good. That's too hard. O'Connor. Poole taking it back up for the Raiders. Poole over to Lippert. Lippert three-pointer, no good. Front of the iron, rebounded by Oakland. Tipped it up in the air a few times, and now it's into Upton. Upton back out to Lippert, just kept in. Back over to Upton. So look to reset. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Upton to his left. Finds nothing. Now into Crum. 5 seconds left into Oakland. That's too hard, as that pass is out of bounds. Find nothing but air, and now DeMonso for the Raiders coming in for Oakland. Some more subs coming in for the Scarlets. Number 1, Sartell. Number 22, the big man, Kaylor Chamberlain, into the game. And also back in Steinke. The Scarlets looking to maybe slowly get some of their bench unit players.
Yeah, and I think that's what you're going to see throughout this game here. They're just going to kind of play a little game inside the Chamberlain. I want to see the kind of moves this guy's got. 6'8". He's a senior now. A nice feed pass. Yeah. Trailing the play is Staley. Check that.
O'Connor.
And yeah.
That's the thing about Chamberlain. He's so tall, but he's not much of a physical guy. He didn't get a lot of ground on Dumo, as that pass was looking for him. Tipped away by Dimmler. He'll get the steal on that, as now Dimmler comes back down the court. See what he does. Feed pass into Chamberlain. Chamberlain now working it on Dumo, off the glass and in. The big man Chamberlain, 6'8". He finds a basket.
Yeah, that's a nice loop up shot, kind of a hook shot right in front of the basket, hits the back of the glass, and in it goes.
As now Poole running an elbow set, looking around. Crum with the ball, handoff to Upton, back into Crum. That's a good feed pass by Upton. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound by DeMonso. DeMonso kicked back out to Upton, swung around Lippert, no good, but rebounded.
Yeah, Crum's going to go to the line here. Yeah, he's going to go to the line. He got jammed underneath there.
Yeah, he had great positioning for that offensive rebound, as Simon Lippert found nothing but the backboard on that one, but fell right into the hands of Crum.
So we're talking earlier whether Crum shoots here. So the Scarlets and the Mankato East Cougars will all be in Section 1, Class 3A for playoffs. And really, when you look at the section, it's Hutchinson, Mankato East, Mankato West, Marshall, New Ulm, St. Peter, and Worthington. So kind of an interesting little setup there. Mankato East currently 16-1 on the season. And so that's that section. The Raiders have a whole different kind of section as they work their way down the floor here. as they're in Section 1, Class 3A.
There's another
Not a whistle and foul, yeah.
Crum. One's going to be on the floor as he just kind of...
So getting back to the Raiders Section 1 Class 3A, and it's Byron, Austin, Faribault, Casson, Manorville, Red Wing, Stewartville, and Winona in that section. So the reason why this game is important here tonight is that this is a 2-point. It's considered 2 points because these teams haven't played each other this season yet. But right now it's all Scarlets as they just drill another three.
Steinke with a big three-pointer.
Well, he's got 16, and Dimmler has 16.
They've almost outscored the whole Raiders roster as now Groutman assessing his options. They'll find Upton swung around. That's McBroom now with it into Upton on the layup. That one's good. Upton on the hook shot layup finds the basket. He takes the Raiders over the 20-point threshold.
I was going to say, they haven't moved the point score. They're scoring a long time. That was a travel, but they got away with it.
Yeah, but tossed it right in the hands of Groutman. Is now that one. Upton gets stolen by Steinke on the dunk. He misses it. Rebounded by the Scarlets, and that'll be a foul on McBroom. He kind of poked Wilson Majors in the face, and I'd hear the disappointment from the Scarlets bench on that missed dunk by Steinke, and that was a loud one too. So now Poole looks to sub in for the Raiders. Steinke will come off.
Which 12? McBroom?
Dyson McBroom for the Raiders. Yeah, he's number 12. He's a JV guy. He's a true freshman. Good to see him in as Malcolm Poole. What a block on the 6'8 player. Malcolm Poole get it back. Euro step just short off the front of the iron. Couldn't finish that little highlight for him. Is now coming up the floor as the Scarlets going to go back in. 6'8 Chamberlain hook shot. That time is good over Malcolm Poole. He'll take it back up the floor for the Raiders. They'll find Upton over to Groutman. He's playing with some ferocity, and Malcolm Poole from way downtown. That's no good. And rebounded by the Scarlets. Now Sartell with the ball, driving into his left in the lane. Sartell still with it. Layup, no good. Too hard. Chamberlain now with it, and he'll get it in. Chamberlain. I mean, it's so tough to guard a guy like that, especially to try and rebound over him.
Chamberlain's playing solid underneath the basket. This is the matchup we thought we'd see earlier tonight between Ralk and Chamberlain, but now Chamberlain's getting the time in the floor here. Raiders is throwing away here.
As Sartell now coming down the floor for the Scarlets. He'll look in, find Chamberlain again. That one just short, but rebounded by the Scarlets. That shot is no good. As Johnson on the miss is now out of bounds. I think it'll be Scarlets' ball as some starters coming in. And for the Raiders, it's Isaac Crum, Caden Oakland, and also Blaine Neely coming in for the Raiders. That's his first minutes today as he'll look to get some shots up. He's a great three-point shooter. I know we saw him in one game. He went 3 for 3 on three-pointers, scoring 9 points off the bench. Really great performance by him. Is now also coming into the game is number 33, Max Vilt. The junior, he'll be taking off Calvin O'Connor.
Yeah, I can see a lot of different names here. There's my roster.
And now up and in to Chamberlain, guarded by Crum. Chamberlain with a post hook. That one is good. He's having himself a night right now. Feeding off those inside looks as now Blaine Neely with his first three-pointer. That one is no good. Too hard. Rebounded by the Scarlets as they look way up. One's tossed up for Vilt. Vilt now with it over to Majors. Majors driving into his right. That one will be good. Off the backboard. The Scarlets up to 63 points as they're up by 42 points on the Raiders.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a running clock here pretty quick. I think it's 40 points is the running clock.
Is that one no good, but rebounded by McBroom. That one just too hard. Rebounded by the Scarlets. It's Johnson taking it up, going to his left. A look out. Find Vilt. Vilt driving into his right, no good. Finds Majors. Majors over to Sartell, guarded by Neely. Back over to Majors, back to Vilt. Back to Johnson, into Chamberlain. Chamberlain driving in. Hook shot is no good. That's too hard. He looks to find his own rebound, and he'll foul Isaac Crum, as Isaac Crum was bringing in that rebound. And fouled by Chamberlain.
Yeah, we're at a running clock now. So the clock's not going to stop through the rest of this game unless the Raiders score 10. So 6:20 left in this ball game on the Heritage Bank scoreboard, and this one will go in the books.
And plenty of fouls left to give for both teams, too. That's actually been one big thing in this game, is neither of these teams have really been in foul trouble first half or second half.
Yeah, they're just letting them play.
As now Crum with it over to Upton. His three-pointer is good. Upton will get in the books with that three-pointer.
That's the first field goal tonight by the Raiders. And they came at the 5:51 mark of the second half.
And the garbage time.
Gives you an idea what kind of night it's been for the Raiders.
That was number 10, Evan Hartman, in the Scarlets. They've got him listed at 5'8". I don't know if I believe that is Chamberlain. Now with that out to Vilt on the three-pointer. No good. That one rims out. Off of Caden Oakland into the hands of Chamberlain, who puts it up and in. That one, I think, went off the backboard, off of the face of Oakland as he'll drive in. No good. Rebounded by McBroom. McBroom can't get it. That one's rebounded by Chamberlain.
You're going to push off on Chamberlain here. He pushed Oakland basically out of the ball game. So.
And now, actually, DeMonso to take off Oakland, so literally did push him out of the ball game as Raiders running the bench unit now is maybe look for another JV guy to come in for.
Yeah, I mean, give him some varsity time. You might as well. You got a running clock. You have 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go, and give these guys a chance to play a varsity game.
As now Upton finds Crum on the three-pointer. That's good. Crum getting in the books as well. And another three-pointer for the Raiders. And coming in garbage time is now Chamberlain. Working in, spin move.
Good job by Dumo. Keeping him out of there.
Majors with the three-pointer. That one is no good. Rebounded by Chamberlain. That one go out of bounds. He couldn't get a shot up and stepped out of bounds by the Raiders. Once again, be Scarlet's ball as I'll take a timeout.
1 minute timeout being taken by the Scarlets. I think they want to just get some more subs in the ball game. So we'll take a timeout as well. 65-27 Scarlets back in 1 minute on NorthfieldLive.com.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Welcome back to Northfield, where the Raiders taking it on the chin here right now to the Scarlets, as the Scarlets have put their second string in, and the Raiders basically kind of half and half. So a couple of things we want to mention. Tomorrow, girls hockey starts. That's section play. The Raiders take on Austin at 7 o'clock. It's free streaming, by the way, brought on Northfield Live, sponsored by Northfield Insurance Agency. And that pregame starts at 6:30 tomorrow night. Jimmy LaRue and company. We'll bring you that on NorthfieldLive.com.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Yeah, last time the Raiders faced Austin, it was 21-0.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about football. I'm talking about girls hockey. 21-0 So.
It's the start of the section run. So you have 3 section games, two. The section championship. I wonder if it's neutral ice would be down in Rochester. I'm not sure if they had not. Otana, thank you. So, and then that, of course, that person will go to the XL Energy Center, but we'll see. I have not looked at their section, who's all in that section.
As Blaine Neely now looking in for DeMonso. That one's stolen right away by Johnson. He tried to pass it. Found right into the hands of Johnson. Now Hartman driving in, no good. Off the backboard, but with the steal on Crum, and blocked by Crum.
Crum says, in your face, buddy boy.
There's now Blaine Neely out on the three-pointer. That one is far left, rebounded by Johnson for the Scarlets. Scarlets now pushing it up. Vilt over to Hartman, guarded by Crum. That's an unfair matchup as driving in is Vilt, or I believe that's Ryan Hendrickson.
Yeah, sophomore. I think they're trying to figure out who's going to take care of the ball. Crum's going to crank up a three. Why not? Sailed it out of bounds.
Nothing but air, and I think that'll be the game for Crum as Zachariah Klutz coming in the game for Isaac Crum. And I think it's the third line coming in here for the Scarlets.
Yeah. If this is a hockey game, this is the third and fourth line coming in the ball game.
Yeah, I almost got to flip over to the other pages.
This happened to me my first time I did play-by-play sports. It was a girls' game. It was out of control, and then they brought in the B squad. I didn't know anybody's name. Had no clue. No clue whatsoever.
Bear with me for a moment now. Amos Anderson on that shot. That's no good. Tyler Upton so taking the ball up. I know the Northfield names, but give me some time on the Scarlets.
Good luck.
Now over to Dyson McBroom. He'll get tied up. I think that'll be under the basket. Also going in for the Raiders is
the clock's going to run right through this one. So depending how long it takes them to shoot these two shots, this could end the game right here.
As Garrett Hornke looks to get in for the Raiders.
Jesus.
That's some turbulence behind us from.
Got a little running match going on behind us here.
Because I believe that first one good by Dyson. The second shot is up.
Is that who is that? Is that Broom?
As Dyson.
Tomacho's in the ballgame, so.
Broom. And now coming up, the ball is controlled by number 21, Chase Lindemann. That shot is up, no good. That was Abe Carson. Now Tyler Upton taking the ball up to look out, find Neely with the three-point shot. That's no good.
Nearly hit that one.
Yeah, Klutz trying to get that rebound. He was fighting with number 11, Amos Anderson. Now Dyson McBroom coming out of the game. 15 seconds left for the Raiders. They look to get a final shot off. Neely into Klutz, can't find him. And Hornke back over to Neely. Neely with a shot. It's good off the backboard. As the Scarlets will let this one dribble out. No shot. Scarlets win this one 65-29 over the Raiders on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll be back to you after some messages. For the postgame cleanup sponsored by Service Master by Ayat. When disaster strikes, demand the yellow van. Be back to you in a bit on NorthfieldLive.com, KYM.
KYMN Radio 95.1 has been serving the Northfield area since 1968, delivering local news, weather, and sports every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Whether it's 95.1 FM, AM 1080, or online at kymnradio.net, we'll keep you up to date with the latest happenings and events in Northfield and the surrounding area. And be sure to follow us on social media too. KYMN 95.1, we're all things Northfield.
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage to walls, ceilings, insulation, and other areas. This is Beth with Service Master by Ayat. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
The Class 1A section champions, and they are on their way to St. Paul, Minnesota.
McBroom looks at a three, takes a three, and there's a three.
Fires it just a little, and it open, and she scores on the rebound, and the Raiders have tied it up.
The pin here.
Right to his trade on. He's looking for it. 12 seconds. At the 10, at the 5, touchdown, Northfield.
Tries to go to the backhand and scores. Andrew Winter on the penalty shot.
Got a B from Matt McDowell. Wow, that swing was awesome.
2, 3. No good. Raiders got it. Richardson. That's it. What a win here.
Welcome back to Northfield Live. The Raiders taking on the chin here tonight to the Scarlets, 65-29. The first half was kind of a battle. Second half, the Scarlets just took off and left the Raiders behind. I do some of the scores, but it doesn't make any sense. Steinke had 13, Dimmler had 14, and Staley had 9, 10, 11 for the Scarlets. For the Raiders, well, it was... Believe it or not, Upton had 5 and Oakland had 7, and that's pretty much the top scorers for the Raiders for tonight. So, frustrating night for the Raiders. They lose here tonight. They go on the road to take on Rochester John Marshall. That'll be Friday night. Then they have a series of very important games, as they'll be home here to take on the Red Wing Wingers. They'll go on the road to take on Albert Lee. They take on Austin here at home, and that's a loss they want to get a revenge from earlier this season. Then they have Faribault. Then they have Owatonna, then Faribault at home. And those three teams, Red Wing, Austin, and Faribault, are all in Section 1, Class 3A, so they'll see them in section play.
Those are definitely going to be fun games, especially Faribault. We lost on the road to them this year for, I think, the first time ever since I've been at
we lost
Northfield
by
High
8
School.
points. Yeah, 66-58. That was back in January. And, we lost that one by 8 points. So, we'll see if the Raiders can bounce back here. A couple of programming notes here. Of course, the tomorrow night girls hockey comes your way. That's on NorthfieldLive.com. That starts at 7. They'll drop the puck. The streaming is free on Northfield Live, sponsored by Northfield Insurance Agency. And so make sure you check that one out. Liam, it was a kind of a frustrating night. I know the Raider players are frustrated, but they have to pick things up here because they have a string of games that they really need and want to win.
It's going to be a hard time in film tomorrow, but it's one of those film sessions where it's going to be really important to pay attention, especially to a lot of the mistakes they made. And a lot of it did come down in that first half, just to not being able to shoot the ball and just not being able to find the basket. But
you can't get the high percentage shots and you can't get them to fall, you're going to have a long night.
That's seen here.
All right, so that'll wrap things up for us tonight. I want to thank our crew who was over here tonight. Joey Hudson along with Liam O'Neill, my color analyst and play-by-play guy. Lance Reeser and myself, Ned the Horse Farmer. Tomorrow night, girls hockey comes away, Northfield Live. Lots of stuff coming away. Check out Northfield Live's calendar because there's going to be a bunch of athletic events going on. Girls hockey, boys hockey, wrestling, boys basketball, girls basketball. It's all coming to a head in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned. Until next time, good night, everyone.